So we are now going to discuss the example 1. What we have given in our example? A picnic is being planned for the class 7. And girls are 60% of the total number of students and are 18 in number. Which is given for us? The number of girls is given as 18 and which is the 60% of the total students. Then you just look at the first question. What is it? The ratio of the numbers of girls to the number of boys in the class. We have to find the ratio of number of girls to the number of boys in the class. And how will you find the total number of students and hence the number of boys? For that we can use the concept of linear equation in one variable. We can choose the unknown. Which is the unknown here? First of all, we have to calculate the number of students, total number of students. And we are stating it as x. We are choosing the total number of students as x. Total number of students. Students equal to x. And what is the percentage of number of girls? It is given as 60%, isn't it? 60% of the total students is given as number of girls and it is 18. Then how will you say that in terms of x? That is total number of students is x. Then 60% of x is given as number of girls. That means 60% of x is equal to number of girls which is given as 18. How will you calculate 60% of x? 60% of x means x into 60 divided by 100. This is 60% of x which is given as 18. And while cancelling the both zeros it becomes x into 6 by 10. X into 6 by 10 which is equal to 18. And can you simplify 6 by 10? Can you simplify it? 6 by 10? How will you simplify it? 6 by 10 become 3 by 5. That is x into 3 by 5 is equal to 18. While transposing that 3 by 5 into RHS, what happens? It becomes 5 by 3. That is x is equal to 18 into 5 by 3. We can cancel 18 and 5. Then it becomes it's equal to 3 into 5. Sorry. 18 and 3 is cancelled and it becomes. What happened to it? 6 into 5. That is 6 into 5. Which is equal to what is the value of 6 into 5? What is the value of 6 into 5? It is 30. So we got the total number of students as 30. And we know that the number of students, the number of girls is 18. Then what is the number of boys in that class? Total number of students is 30. And out of 30, 18 students are girls. Then what about the number of boys? Number of boys? Number of boys equal to 30 minus 18 which is equal to 12. So this is the number of students, number of boys in that class. And what we are requested to find? The first question, the ratio of the numbers of girls to the number of boys in the class. We just want to find the ratio. How will you find the ratio?
18 is to.
Yes. Or 18 is to number of girls is 18 and number of boys is 12. So we can write it as 18 is to 12. Can you simplify 18 is to 12? How will you simplify it? Both 18 and 12 are multiples of 6. We can write it as 3 is to 2. Or the very same can be written as 3 by 2 itself. Okay. 3 is to 2 can be written as 3 by 2 itself. So this is the ratio of the number of girls to the number of boys in the class? Do you have any doubt in this? No, you have the answers given in your textbook itself. So you just want to copy it to your notebook. Okay. In your textbook, there are two methods given for you. That is, first when Ashima did this and John used the unitary method. I think Ashima's method is more easy for you. That's why I am explaining that method. Okay. If you have any, you just read the John's method, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. Okay, then which is our second question? You just read the second question. The cost per head if two teachers are also going with the class. We just want to find the cost per head, the total expense per head if two teachers are also going with the class. How many students are in that class? How many students are in that class? Number of students equal to 30. And also two teachers are also assisting them. Then total number of people is equal to? Total number of people is equal to? Total number of people is equal to? Or total number of persons? Is equal to number of students, which is equal to 30, plus number of teachers, which is equal to 2. So the total number of persons equal to 32. And which are the expenses happening while we are traveling? We just want traveling cost and also the refreshment cost, isn't it? Both the types of costs are happening while we're traveling. So first of all, we are going to calculate the traveling charges or the transportation charges. Transportation charges. And how will you calculate the transportation charge? We know that the transportation company charges 12 rupees per kilometer, isn't it? Then total how much kilometers we just want to travel? 55 kilometers. And is it 55 total distance is 55? We just want to go and went back, isn't it? So at a time we are starting from our school and reaching the spot is 55 kilometer. And at the same 55 kilometer we are traveling from the spot to the school. So total how many kilometers we are traveling? How many kilometers we are traveling?
100.
Total distance is equal to. Total distance is equal to. First of all, we are starting from school and reaches the spot by traveling 55 kilometers. Okay. And again, we are traveling back the same 55 kilometers. So the total distance traveled is equal to 55 plus 55 is equal to 110 kilometers. Did you get the idea? So the total distance we have traveled is 110 kilometers. And we know that the transportation company charges 12 rupees per kilometer. Then total how much kilometers we have traveled? 110 kilometers we have just traveled. And we know that the company charges 12 rupees. So the total transportation charge becomes 110 into 12, which can be written as, which is equal to 1320.
1320.
Equal to 1320 rupees. This is the total transportation charge. And what about the charge while the refreshment, the total cost of refreshment? It is given in your textbook. That is cost of refreshment equal to, what is the cost of refreshment? 4,280 rupees. 4,280 rupees. This is the total transportation charge. And we just want to find the total expense. total expense is equal to the sum of transportation charge, that is 1,320 plus
1,320
the
plus
cost of refreshment 4,280, and the sum gives
560.
5,600 rupees. So this is the total expense while traveling to the sport. And we just want to find the cost per head if 2 teachers are also going with the class. Isn't it? So we just want to find the total expense per head. That's why for finding the total amount spent for one person. Amount spent for one person. One person is equal to, amount spent for one person is equal to, how will you find it? The total cost is 5,600 and we have 32 persons traveling. Then what should be the ratio or the value of 5,600 divided by 32, which is equal to 175. So what is the total cost per head while traveling to the tourist spot? It is 175 rupees, which is the total cost per head. Okay, did you get the idea? Okay, then what is our third question? If then first stop is at place 22 kilometers from the school, what percentage of the distance of 55 kilometers is this? What percentage of the distance is left to be covered? How will you find the percentage of distance? That is, first stop is at 22 kilometers. And we have to find the percentage of distance covered at 22 kilometers. And how will we know that the total distance is 55 kilometers? Then how will you calculate the percentage? 22 divided by 52 into 100. 22 divided by 55 can be written as 2 divided by 5. By dividing with 11 in both numerator and denominator, we can write it as 2 by 5. 2 by 5 into 100. What is the value of 2 by 5 into 100? What's the value of 2 by 5 into 100? It is 200 divided by 5. 200 divided by 5 is 200 divided by 5 is which is equal to 40. So the percentage of the distance covered is 40%. Then what is the distance left or percentage of the distance left to be traveled?
60.
It should be 60% because the total is 100%. So we have traveled 40% of the distance, which is 22 kilometers, and we left the remaining distance is 60% of 55 kilometers. Okay, did you get the idea? This is the only question we have discussed in our offline class today. Okay, you just write down the answer in your notebook.